up, everyone? It is your girl GELBEAUTY 87 here, aka Grace, and it's time for another Why You Don't Need video. So we're gonna talk about why you don't need this new Manny MUA Moonshroom palette. I'll give him credit, it is cute. He always finds ways to put little pops of color in there to interest people like me who don't go for his neutrally brown palettes, but still have enough muted versions of color for the people who have to wear color to work. Who have to go to work every day but still want to play in some color. So I'll give him credit on that. He always does a good job when it comes to that. He gives it, and I'm here for it. However, we don't need this palette. I got some mock-ups showing it to you, and let's get into it, honey. So first off, the palette is retails for $48. The highlighter palette is $36. The 3 lip glosses are $17 each. I think there's a bundle option, but it doesn't say how much the bundle option is. So I can't tell you that. But this launches on the 22nd, so I'll have this video up before the 22nd. But honey, you don't need this. So first off, the first mock-up I have is over here after I've showed the entire collection. That is with the, the Harvest Moon palette. So I put one up with the Harvest Moon to compare Harvest Moon to Manny's Moonshroom palette. Because I feel like they could be somewhat similar. They're not exact. I'm just putting somewhat similar vibes up for you to get an idea of why you don't necessarily need this palette. Then the second one I came up with was the other palette they came up with. It was the recent launch, which is the Groovy Garden. Again, I feel like those could have some similar tones to it. So far we've already seen 2 palettes that you don't necessarily need to compare to it. Now I'm going to show you one that I have in hand that you can see. And then I'll show you the one that we're going to do the eye look with in this video. So next I have the Good Sport palette here. I feel like it definitely gives the vibes of the Good Sport palette, honey, because I was like, look at him coming up with this little cute Good Sport moment. Okay, I see you. I feel like it gives some similar vibes when it comes to the grunginess of Good Sport. Obviously, I'm not saying they're exact. That's why I said similar. I just try to pull similar palettes in my collection that felt like was similar. I saw some people saying subculture, but I personally don't see subculture just because there's no bright, fun pops of color in it. But the palette we're going to talk about today should be up here right now. This is my Ambiance palette from Ace Beauty. Because as soon as I saw it, I told Dion, I was like, Dion, is this the Ambiance palette or am I making this up? Is this an Ambiance palette with fun pops of color in it that they didn't put in? Because that's just what it was giving me. So I was like, let me rush over into Dion's DMs real quick and investigate and ask some questions. And she agreed with me that it was. So I was like, well, that's how this Why You Don't Need came to exist. So shout out to Dionluvsmakeup for helping me decipher between the few palettes I looked at and decide on this one to be the one for this video. So if you need a code, my girl Karen Harris has a code with Ace Beauty. I feel bad he didn't show this sooner though, because they just did a sale for $15. So you could have got this for $15 instead of the amount he charged for that palette. But you know, I'm showing it to you when I got it. Okay, girl, my bad. But without further ado, let's get into this video. So let me zoom in real quick and cute like. If you're curious what's on my eyes right now, I combined Makeup by Mario's new palette, the Neutrals palette, alongside the Fenty Cosmetics palette from the Fenty Cosmetics I came up with using the palette. It looks similar to this palette. So here are the shades I swatched out of the palette for us to use on the eyes today. So I took this one, which actually turned quite dark. That's what the dark color is up here. I took this one, which went super dark when I blended it out toward the front of the eye. I just wanted to see how it was going to look. Then I took these 3 down here. I took this purple right here. I took this shade up here. And then I took this shade right here. And that's how we created what's going on right here. So let's get into it, honey. Okay. So I started off with the shade Delightful. That's that like nice acid wash, but kind of deep acid wash green. And literally just put it right underneath the brow bone. I didn't put it anywhere else. I was like, we just going to put it directly underneath here. And that's it. Kind of brighten up the look because it's giving quite, you know, like deep and grungy vibes, if you will. So I was like, well, do what we can, honey. But yeah, y'all, it's like 4:30 in the morning and I'm just over here like, Lord. And I still got to go home and edit this. I'm like crying. But this isn't going up the day I'm making it on the 18th. The Pretty in Pastels palette from Glamonatrix is going up today. Y'all actually are going to see the shorts for that in like a couple of hours. And then I got to do all the shorts for my 4 Looks 4 palettes video that I got going up this week. So I got a whole bunch of stuff I'm trying to get up every day. So like older content is still getting pushed further back. Like I still got content from 2023 y'all haven't even seen yet. I know, I'm absurd. I'm ridiculous. But lately it's just, you know, since everybody trying to push out every new thing every 10 minutes, it's like ideas I had get pushed back. But I guess it's kind of good. Now I'm going to take the shade Cozy. That's that mustard shade. And you'll see what I'm talking about when I go in the inner corner. Like, see how deep that gets? Y'all, like, it just turns in complete, like, super deep, dark brown. It's not even yellow anymore. I feel like maybe if I had put it on, like, a white base, that would help. I don't know, though. But, you know, like, we didn't do that. So here we are. But it's just looking, like, really deep, dark, and random corner in the front of my eye. Which I guess isn't too bad, but I just want to use this color just to see how it's going to look. Because it's been a while since I used this palette. Because y'all know I got like a million palettes, and this is more fall based, and I'm, you know, it's more spring, summertime. So I've been using like bright colors, like the one from Nueva Vida from Gourmand Girls and Steph's Beauty Stash. And then I've been using like the Ireland palette that I got in PR from, well, I got both of those in PR from, no wait. So I'm like, I've been using different palettes from different brands. That's why I haven't really been doing too much. Now I'm going to take the shade Mystical. That's the purple. I wanted it to amp up the shimmer that we put on the lid, which is why I put it in the crease. Because originally I was going to put it on the outer V. And then like just, well, I was going to layer it on the outer V and just put the shimmer all over the lid and not have anything in the crease. But I was like, no, I want to play up the smoke in this look. So I want to smoke up the crease with this shade. And then go in with the glitter glue with the shimmer, give even more, and then just have the green as like the super deep outer V. So a super deep smoky like look is what I was going for. I remember that I felt like this palette might look really the Shroom palette might look really similar to the or the Moonshroom palette looks similar to Velvet Dusk from who you call them, Lethal Cosmetics too. So I was like, maybe Dion could give y'all a video on that. I don't know. I'm not sure how similar it looks, and I don't know if she's gonna want to do it or not. I'm just throwing out ideas here as I, you know, roll this into my crease. Yeah. I think it'd be fun if y'all did, or fun to see her do it. I like to see different people's looks besides my own when it comes to like duping things. That's why I did that collab dupe video with her when it came to the Nomad palette. Because I was like, you know. Next we're going to take the shade Rustling, which is that dark green. And just make that our outer V in a moment. I love this shade. Now his palette, just keep in mind, I think there's a shade like this, and then there's like a more bluish green, I guess turquoise type vibe to it. But I feel like this still looks nice. And this is what I had, girl. So we're gonna work with what I had. Now what's underneath my lower lash line is not from this palette. It's from the Fenty Cosmetics palette I had on my eyes at the beginning of the video. I was just lazy and didn't take it off. So the under eyes is not a part of this video as far as like me adding anything to the under eyes. I literally just had done this earlier. Then I looked at this palette and I was like, it looks similar to something else I have. I know it does, because that's what I look like a good 95% of the time when I look at these videos, I be like, that palette looks like something I already have. And then I go into investigator mode and I'm like, so what can we pull that looks really similar to this to make this video and help you save all your coins? And my Makeup by Amy Marie voice. Like, save all your coins. I think her name is Ashley. Don't quote me. Like, she changed her channel. Is doing the mommy vlog thing. So I don't think she really like does makeup videos like she used to ever since she married like her boyfriend and had like a son. Which, you know, I understand. She went to the mommy vlogger route. Like, you know, It's My Raver and some other like content creators did. It's fine. You know. Everybody grows and changes and evolves, and that's okay. I'm going to take the shade Charming now. But I guess because my son is like almost grown, I don't be like really into that mode. And y'all know Adriangameover don't really want to be seen on camera. I'll be trying to get pictures. He's like, no, you're invading my privacy. I'm like, boy, gone somewhere. You invade my privacy by always being in my space when I'm trying to like film a video. They hear your little cartoon videos you be watching in the background or whatever you be watching on YouTube. Boy, stop. I'm like, child, the foolishness. But you know, I'm at the end of the road, and a lot of these YouTubers at the beginning of the road, so I understand them like want to have like this video diary of memories or whatever. I have pictures and my mom like writes everything down that like Adrian accomplishes and keeps like a book of it. She's like, I do what you're supposed to do. I'm like, what do you mean what I'm supposed to do? I got pictures of my son, and you know, I was there for the experiences, so I have my memory. I don't have to like write them down. But she's like, I'm older, so I do. I'm like, okay, well, you do. I don't have to. I'm not even 40. Like, I am like 36. So I'm like, I don't need to necessarily do all that. Like, important stuff that I know he'll want to look back on. I videotape like all the track meets when he does his races and all that. I record all that. But you know, I don't be out here trying to like write down every little thing he does. But my mom's sentimental like that, and like, you know, likes to have memories and all that stuff. I'm more of just kind of like, you know, I'm living the moment and trying to just enjoy it, not be trying to like write down everything that's going on when I'm supposed to be enjoying it. So that's just me. But you know, see his own. I'm not here to judge. I'm here to tell you why you're not supposed to buy the eyeshadow palette, and you're here to subscribe because you keep coming back to watch these videos, but don't hit the button. That's what we're all here for, okay? So I'm gonna take the shade Magical now and put that in the inner corner. And that pretty much completes this eye look, girl. So back you on up. So let me know down below if you think I duped the palette well enough with the colors that I chose based upon what I showed you over here. And if you agree that this was the best dupe out of all the dupes I showed you. And I did not show the Velvet Dust dupe, my bad. But I thought about it at the last minute, and I think that's already back in my house. I don't have it here anymore, so I can't show it to you. My apologies. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I hope this was helpful to somebody who was looking at that palette and was excited and forgot about some other stuff they had, and can look back and like talk yourself out of it, because times are hard out here, girl, and I can't just be buying every palette in the street. However, if this palette when this palette goes on sale, because I'm figuring around the holidays it'll go on sale, I will pick it up then, and then we'll see if my dupe was really as accurate as I claimed. But I'm not going to rush out at this new release and pick it up. And I made this video to make you second guess if you should or not, if you already have some of the things I already showed you. But remember, you all are diamonds, and be blessed, girl. Bye.